You guys, welcome back to King Ols. I'm now here for the Jake Paul versus Ryan Bourland live fight night watch along now for you guys. Yeah, I'm not doing Serrano. I promised myself after getting up for Serrano's last fight, I'm not watching her next fight. Yeah, I'm not watching Serrano tonight. It was a bloody painful watch last time she fought. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, we are here for the Jake Paul fight. I've obviously made a video on it already this week, but I mean, I feel like this is Ryan Bourland is just an opponent who, they're just peeking out from a load of random former Golden Glove winners. And then they're sticking those kind of people in there with Jay, kind of like Andre August. And I made a video on it earlier on this week saying, I honestly do believe that Ryan Bourland's he's a worse opponent than Andre August. I do not have much hope in being able to get this one done. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see it. He took 6 years off his what he took well. So he took 6 years off. Then he came back, had one fight since, and then that's it. That's it. He's had one fight. He's had one fight in since 6 years, and now he's fighting Jake tonight. Which I mean, I don't have much hope for him at all. He just seems ridiculously sloppy. Never trust Google. It says the fight will start ages before they actually do. True, or later than they actually. No, it is usually actually way before. Yeah. There's Ryan Bourland backstage. I know. I just look at him as well. He just doesn't really look in great shape for it. He's obviously here for the paycheck. He is here. I don't see it going. I honestly just don't see this fight going past 3. I don't see it going past 3. I'm gonna put out a poll. But I do think it's. I just feel like it's just a simple fight for Jake, and they're just at the moment trying to find as easy fights possible for him. I mean, overall, I do think he is going the right route by fighting like I don't know journeymen as we'd call them, but not these kind of guys though. Not these kind of guys. Like he's taking the right route in that sense, but the guys who he's going in there with, he should be going in there with better guys. I think. His next fight after this, if he gets through this one, which he should do, would be interesting to see. And then I wonder how many times he will end up actually fighting this year. Okay, so we're going to be on the way very shortly with this one, probably. There's Jake backstage doing an interview with Logan Paul. Wait, I need to turn this up. I can't hear what he's saying. Oh, no, it's the laptop sound. What's he saying? Okay, surely right. We're about to. Hopefully, they get announcing them soon. I hope. But yeah, here we go. It looks like the announcer's now in the ring, and we're going to be getting them announced to the ring now. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. That's just some random guy. They've just gone back to ringside now. We're not too far. We shouldn't be too far away. I think we should hopefully be getting them making their ring walks in the next 5 minutes or so. I would generally prefer to see Jake fight an active journeyman with a losing record than fighting a winning record and a long layoff. Yeah, I would as well. To be fair, it definitely. I know because the thing is with these journeymen who've lost more than they've won, they're usually really tough guys who they're really tough guys who can take big shots and give you a few rounds, and those kind of fights are fights that Jake's going to actually learn in. with these kind of ones, like a Ryan Bourland, and an Andre August that we're getting, he's not going to be in there long enough to be able to learn too much. But when you're in there with journeyman at this stage of his career as well, he'd be able to learn a bit in there with a tough journeyman, getting in some rounds as well. That would be ideal. But I know with Jake, because his ego is massive, he looks to try and find the biggest fights he can get, which he can win. I'm not sure if I've been able to work that one too right, but tough guys who might give him a few rounds. I'd be shocked if this isn't just a 3-round beatdown before a stoppage. Yeah. I mean, it's going to end early. 100%, it's ending early. This one. It's not. I highly doubt it's going to go long. Let's look at that quick. Oh, these guys just keep on waffling on at ringside. Are we getting into it now, or are they playing some video package or something? Right, so sticking up the tail of the tape. So Jake Paul 27, I thought he was 26. Jake Paul 27, Ryan Bourland 35. Jake Paul 6'1", Ryan Bourland 6 foot. Jake Paul weighed in at almost 200 pounds. Jake Paul weighed in 199.8 pounds. He weighed in. Ryan Bourland weighed in 197.4, and they both have a 76-inch reach. Jake Paul's record 8-1 with 5 knockouts. Ryan Boland's record 17-2 with 6 knockouts. And I believe Ryan Boland's, I looked back at him the other day, he got knocked out in one of his losses in like the first round by some guy. Yeah, let's see what happens here though. I mean, as I've been saying this whole time, I have no hope in his chin. And Jake's gonna. I'm pretty sure. Jake's gonna be better than a lot of these guys who Ryan Bowen has been in there with anyway. Joe saying Jake in 2 is my final prediction, and someone's boxing saying Jake round 2. I'd probably go round 2 or 3 to be fair. It wouldn't. I don't know. It wouldn't even surprise me if it. And I feel like Ryan Boland could fight very negative, which could lead to him being able to get through that first round. He'll fight with a very negative stance, barely throwing. He'll fight like Dylan Dennis did against Logan Paul, basically. But again, Jake's a lot better than Logan, has the better boxing IQ than Logan, and will be able to actually capitalize on someone who fights like that negative. But yeah, it'll be done. It'll be done inside 3. Put it that way. Okay, right. We're about to be getting them announced now. Finally, right. So Jake. Yeah, right. Round 1. Okay. Oh, they're doing the national anthems. It's not like it's a big main event. There's no need. Come on, Ryan. No, I honestly do not really care who wins. I honestly could not care less at this point, to be fair. It's just that, I don't know, it's just a fight. I'm just not even interested enough in this fight to actually care about who wins. If Jake wins, then good for him, I guess. If Ryan wins, I'll find it ridiculously funny. I want Jake to win because I think a Tommy rematch would be interesting. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna be annoyed if Jake wins. I don't really mind. If Jake wins, then fights like a Tommy Fury rematch would be interesting to watch. if Ryan Boland wins, it'll just be quite funny. But it won't happen though. Jake's not losing this fight. Right, I'm gonna check X. I'm gonna check X and see what people are saying on there, and even see if this is actually trending. Let's go, Jake. Wait, Jake Paul. MVP. Yeah. Most valuable. There. And now Ryan Boland's now making his room walk. There's literally not been posting on their Twitter this whole event. I would have thought they would have put a hashtag in there. Anyway, here we go. Right, Ryan Boland. I mean, thinking about Ryan Boland as well. I mean, how's he actually going to be able to handle like the big stage as well? Could be a factor because clearly on. I mean, even though to be fair, like as well, this is actually a much bigger arena than what Jake was fighting in against Andre August in his last one. Okay. And that's Jake Paul's going to obviously be milking his own walk. Jake Paul, Ryan Boland. I'm just running through Twitter. I just want to try and see what people are saying about the fight. I'm just seeing links. Oh wait, if you just search up Jake Paul, you can see stuff. Okay then, here comes Jake Paul. He's about to make his room walk now. Here we go. It's gonna be an interesting one. I wonder if he's improved much since his last fight. Okay, there we go. Jake is now making his room walk. Here he comes. Jake Paul. I mean, it looks like they've got a decent capacity there, to be fair. It does look like they've sold a decent amount of tickets. I believe the fight's in like Puerto Rico or something. That's where Jake trains out of, and I believe that's where Amanda Serrano's from. That's probably that's probably a reason why she is headlining as well, to be fair. What's going on there? Oh, here we go. Right. So the fan zone on the zone are saying 83% have got Jake Paul to win, and 17% have got Ryan Boland to win. Okay. Right then, Jake Paul now in the ring. Jake Paul's now in the ring. Well, both guys now in the ring, and they're going to be getting announced now with their records and stuff, and then we will finally be able to get underway. I'm not gonna lie, when Jake actually fights like the retired MMA fighters and stuff, like I actually get kind of hyped for those fights. I don't know, like it has a kind of good fight feel to it when Jake Paul's fighting those MMA fights. I don't know why. I just get more excited for them than these kind of fights that Jake are having. Because I'm not excited for this one whatsoever. Just getting announced. Louise Pabon is the referee. Okay, Ryan Bourland getting announced there. I mean, Ryan Boland, he's not looking too nervous, to be fair. He's looking fairly calm. It's definitely not ending well for him, though. It 100%. This fight is 100% not going to end well for him. It's just that you just look at his footage and it's not great at all. It's not great at all. Okay, Ryan, the Rhino Boland has just been announced. 17 wins, 2 losses, 6 knockouts. He's got out of his 17 wins. So again, like Ryan Boland's not even really too much of a power puncher, really, is he? He's I he's not a power puncher really, and he's not going to be able to. I highly doubt he'll be able to outbox Jake Paul either. So it's like there's just not really many ways Ryan Boland can win this fight. There's just not many ways he can do it. He won't be able to outbox him. Probably won't be able to knock him out. Being out for about 6 years, Ryan Boland's not winning. There's just nothing that adds up to him even having a chance here, if I'm being honest. God. Okay. There's Jake Paul being announced now. 8 wins, 1 loss. 5 of Jake Paul's wins come by way of knockout. There we go then. Right, here we go. Here we go then. Jake Paul and Ryan Boland meeting in the center as they're facing off about to go at it. Here we go then. Right, here we go. Round 1 underway. We're now underway with this first round. Jake Paul and Ryan Boland. And Ryan Boland trying to come out strong now, but Jake Paul bouncing around well on his feet at the moment, trying to flick out that jab a bit. Ryan Boland coming forward quite recklessly as well, leaning into his shot. Yeah, Jake Paul getting that jab going. Jake Paul there, right hand to the body, then goes in with a jab. Double jab by Jake Paul and right hand to the body there. Ryan Bourland trying to get that jab going. He's just this isn't going to go long at all. Ryan Bourland's just there to be hit, basically. We're a minute into the round now. Jake Paul trying to wear that lead Turk. Bourland looks like trying to keep low a bit. Jake Paul catching there with another double jab, snapping his head back as Ryan Bourland is trying to come forward on the front foot. Jake Paul with that jab to the body. Jake Paul with that lead Turk and then right hand to the body. Oh, Jake Paul, big right hand. Oh, and he's on wobbly legs now, Ryan Bourland. Oh, he's just turned his back. Jake Bourland just turned his back. Yeah, he's just staying a bit more patient now. Jake Paul getting that right hand going. A minute left here in this first round. And Jake Paul's really going for it now. Oh, yeah, Jake's got him there in the corner. Bourland's caught him there. 40 seconds left here with the first. Jake Paul's looking strong at the moment. Jake Paul found the uppercut. And now, Bourland threw back, but Bourland takes some good ones, covering up a bit. Ref's looking in. He's going to stop it. And he stopped it. Jake Paul wins in the first round. He stopped it. Bourland's just there to be hit. So, that's it. 2 first-round knockouts in a row for Jake. I mean, Bourland was literally running away from him. Bourland was literally just running away from him in the end. Yeah, Ryan Bourland was he's absolutely useless, not gonna lie. Jesus Christ, he was useless. Yeah, Ryan Bourland was absolutely shocking and useless in there. Jeez. Yeah, so he's gonna have to fight someone who hasn't had a layoff for about 6 years. He's gonna have to fight someone decent now, someone who is not taking the layoff. Shy, yeah, it's absolutely shocking, awful, yeah. Jake should be straight back in the next month if he's serious about improving. I mean, yeah, like he took no damage there whatsoever. I feel like a big thing about Jake Paul though is, I mean, he's working his double jab well, but a big flaw of his though is that he has got zero defense. To be fair, he has not got any defense. That's something which is going to let Jake Paul down when he fights someone like who actually throws. I mean, to be fair, like when he fought, when Jake did fight like Nate Diaz, Tommy, he did show a decent chin. Like he can take a shot well, Jake can, but he doesn't have defense though. His offense is decent. It's not bad at all, but again, though, he's fighting guys who are just there to be hit. So, yeah. Took no damage, no reason not to be active. Yeah, he needs to be in there against someone half decent next time though. Someone who's an act. He needs to be in there against someone who's actually an active fighter. But I know they're very smart when they're picking his opponents. They're very smart with it. Him and his team. But yeah, I wonder what they're. I don't know. I wonder what he's gonna say in his post fight interview. I am intrigued. I want to know what yeah, I want to know what he has to say because I think it's important that for him to be out quite soon. He took zero damage there at all. Someone who literally did not throw back. Fought someone who's running away from him. I said he'd be worse than Andre August, and he was. He was way worse than Andre August. He was like Andre August. At least he actually landed an overhand. Like Andre August actually looked like he was actually able to be able to set up his shots fairly well. Ryan Boland was running away from Jake Paul and was just literally just there to be hit.
I don't know why I just bother wasting the time to just watch that. I just stood at the door.
I think if Jake fights someone like that again, like if he fights someone like a 4 or 5 year layoff or even like a 3 year layoff or something, then I'm probably not gonna watch if he's fighting someone like that in his next one. Yeah. Okay, so Jake's having his interview now with Ariel Helwani. So he wanted it to go longer. I'm not gonna lie, he would learn. He would have better learning fights against more retired MMA guys. Not like this kind of guy. I mean, that body shot was pretty good. Set it up with a good sloppy jab, a very sloppy double jab is what we set it up with. And Ryan Bourland was just easily put on wobbly legs. Like that's what happens when you're pushing 30, and then yeah, like to people saying that his fights are staged, they're not staged. He's just very smart with who he's picking for opponents. He's surely joking when he's calling it Canelo. Yeah, so he's basically saying that he's the face of the sport and that stuff. He's most definitely not. I mean, let's be real. If you're looking at like faces of boxing, you're looking at like a Canelo, Tyson Fury. I mean, Ryan Garcia even does better. Sells Tank, AJ. He says he's going to stay active. Oh, he's actually asking me who wants next. Let's see. Yeah, what kind of? He's asking all the right questions here, Ariel. So he says he'll take a money fight if it pops up. Yeah, so that's that. So Jake Paul landed 24 punches in that fight. Ryan Boland landed 3. Um, yeah, so Jake said he'll take money fights. He'll take a money fight if one pops up. But yeah, that was disappointing. Like, then he needs to fight someone who can give him rounds. He needs to fight someone who, can hang in there for a bit and doesn't just run away and turn their back. But yeah, that was pretty disappointing, not gonna lie. That was pretty disappointing. But yeah, I mean, could it be difficult to find him a next opponent? Like, he said he wants to stay active though. So, but if he does, he needs to fight someone better than that. Someone who he needs to fight an active fighter themselves. Like, honestly, fight an active fighter if you want to fight. Well, fight an active boxer. But like when you talk about money fights, he'll mean like a big like MMA guy or something. I don't know, like I've seen people saying like Darren Till and stuff, but again, I'm not even no. But yeah, I don't get what that Canelo stuff's all about when he's calling it. But yeah, to be fair though, like I'm not even like looking at Jake's performance fully though. If we look at Jake's performance, was Jake even like that great in that fight? Because I mean, yes, he got that first round finish, but now I'm looking back at these highlights here. I mean, I've already pointed out his sloppy jab and that he's got 0 head movement. Yeah. I mean, he does look. He does seem to hit hard, though. He does seem to hit hard. To be fair to him, but I'm just seeing what X is saying. But yeah, that's that then. That is that. Jake Paul gets the win over Ryan Boland in the very first round. And yeah, gets the win in that fight.
The Serrano fight's off.
The Serrano fight's off. Why? What happened?
It says Amanda Serrano has unfortunately been declared medically unfit. Look, it's off.
It's on. Oh yeah, yeah. So the Amanda Serrano fight's off anyway. So yeah, that's that anyway. Amanda Serrano can't fight. Wait, I want to see what the commentary is saying here. Then, hang on. Amanda Serrano can't fight. I wonder what the commentary are gonna say then. I want to see what the commentary is saying because yeah, it looks like the Amanda Serrano fight's off anyway. So, what was I gonna do? Forgot what I was gonna do now. I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute. I will wrap it up in a minute. Um, Okay, so Josh. So the next on the zone, Joshua Ngannou, Zepeda Hughes, Smith Zepeda, and Hitchens Lemos. Wait, they've got a special announcement because the Serrano fight's off. What are they saying? Because the Amanda Serrano fight's off. So Amanda Serrano's out there as well. So what's going to happen? Wait, so what are they saying? So everyone there is getting a refund because the main event's off. What are they saying? Now they've just all gone silent. That man just crying. She has something wrong with her eye, apparently. So that's why it's Amanda Serrano's fight's off because she's got something wrong with her eye. So that fight's now completely off. They shouldn't have got her out to talk about it when she's crying in front of everyone. Yeah, so Jake's just explaining and stuff why the fight's off, why the Amanda Serrano fight's off. Yeah, that must be gutting for her as well to fight, of being fighting in front of her home in her home, Puerto Rico, and then it has to get called off due to not being medically clear to fight on that night, on like moments before she's meant to fight as well. So Amanda Serrano is saying that she will retire in Puerto Rico. And can she return? They're asking. So she's saying she can barely see out of her eye. They were still trying to make the fight happen, apparently, as well. Yeah, apparently she can barely see out of her eyes, so that fight's off. It's not going to be happening. Yeah, they must have ruined. So they must have done. Yeah, something must have happened in like the last stages in camp, apparently. which made them have to call the fight off. Uh, I'm just seeing what X is saying again about. I mean, you're saying Mike Perry, Jake Paul should fight. I mean, I mean, Mike Perry would really take the fight to him. Yeah, people saying it's like fake and stuff. It's not fake. It's just Jake's fights aren't fake. That, as I've been saying, they're just simply just picking them carefully, and so that way he doesn't lose. They're trying to, pick some people. They're trying to pick fights out for Jake that trying to make them. They're trying to make them like as easy as possible for him, but with like decent names, like going on about like former Golden Glove winner and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, Amanda and her opponents aren't getting there, just saying that they're gonna make it happen and stuff at some point down the line. But yeah, you've got to be gutted. Yeah, you've got to be gutted for her opponents as well. Yeah, you've got to be gutted for the opponent. You've got to be gutted for the opponent. But yeah, so that Amanda Serrano fight's now off anyway. The Serrano fight's off anyway. So yeah, we don't. Yeah, well, I wasn't even gonna stream anyway. Wasn't even gonna stream anyway. Wait, I want to read out his whole thing and see. So the Amanda Serrano thing said anyway. This is the official statement from Most Valuable Promotions. They said Amanda Serrano has unfortunately been declared medically unfit by the Puerto Rican Boxing Commission to fight tonight due to an eye injury she sustained yesterday. How would she have got it yesterday? Was she sparring or something? She's devastating. She won't be able to perform in front of her hometown fans. But despite wanting to go and put on the show, the commission said there's no way she can fight with her eye in the current condition it's in. This decision equally affects Nina McKean, and MVP will be paying her full fight pass in full. Yeah, right thing to do. MVP and Amanda would like to apologize to everyone in attendance, and the company will provide full refunds for all those seeking it. Details to follow on the ticket refund process. Amanda is proud of the way her fellow MVP teammates have competed tonight. She appreciates the love and support of her fans and to present in ring soon. That's what MVP said about it. Yeah, so I forgot what I was gonna say. See, oh yeah, so she got it yesterday. How I don't get how you can suddenly fuck up your eye like the day before the fight. Like, what was she doing? How was she got it? What was she doing yesterday to be able to fuck up her eye? I don't understand what she would have been doing. Was she? I can't like. Surely she wasn't sparring a day before her fight. Surely she wasn't sparring a day before her fight was meant to be. Like I don't know. I don't know why I've got that up either. But yeah, weird to be fair that Amanda Serrano got injured her eye the day before the fight. I don't get what she'd be doing. I don't get like. I mean, the day before the fight, like, surely she went to be sparring. Like, was she like? I don't know. Was it like? Is it infected or something? Possibly. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what would have happened. To be honest, no idea. Okay then. But yeah, honestly, back onto just talking about Jake Paul before I end. Jake Paul, let's be real, he should be fighting very soon after that. After that, like with his opponent bloody running away from him, he should be out soon. He should be out again pretty soon. To be fair, he shouldn't waste any time by taking time off. He shouldn't waste time by taking much time off at all. He should be back in like the middle of April, in my opinion. If he really does want to improve and he is actually serious with what he's saying, which I don't even know if he is serious with what he's saying. But if he is, then he should be back in mid-April after something like that. After a fight like that, he should be back around mid-April, in my opinion. Mid-April, something like that. He should be. Jake Paul should be back fighting. Um, but again, no, how easy would it be to find him like a decent opponent though? Because they're gonna try and pull strings and try and mess things around a bit, of course, so aren't they? Because they're gonna be really careful with who they pick for Jake to fight. They're going to be extremely careful with it. But I mean, it will be interesting to see. For sure, it will. It will be interesting to see. But yeah, we all know like it's obvious they're going to be careful. They're going to be careful. They're going to try and find someone like, oh yeah, look, this guy's like a failed Olympian or something like that, and then they'll stick them in there with Jake, and then they might like it's a big deal because the guy was fighting in the Olympics but failed in them anyway, something like that. That's what they'll do for Jake next, in my opinion. That's what they'll do. But yeah, look, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But it's certainly gonna be interesting to see what they do with him. It will be interesting to see what they do with Jake next. But it's clear that no more downgrades. Don't fight someone like an Andre August. Don't fight someone worse than Ryan Bourland because Jake Paul seemed to be going backwards there because Ryan Boland's worse than Andre August. Like I was saying before the fight, and my point was proven completely right. But yeah. Anyway, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Get on the stream here. Thanks for watching the video of King. I'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Peace out.